today about the foundation that I use. I've had a lot of you asking what foundation I use, and I get it at Ulta. I got it in New York. Actually, it's a funny story. Every year I go to IBS, which is International Beauty Show in New York City, with some of my girlfriends from the salon. And we always go shopping. It was a big excuse for us to go shopping, really, instead of the education part. But so we go to Henry Bendel a bunch and go in there and go shopping. Well, back in the day, because Henry Bendel doesn't have this anymore, but back in the day they used to have makeup counters, and when you would go in, all of these like foreign beauty goddesses would be standing around, and they would just latch onto you and grab you and say, "Come here, darling, let me do your makeup." And so me and my girlfriends, Mandy and Kylie, walk into this place and they snatch us all up. Well, I get snatched up at the Per-Fékt beauty counter, and the lady says, "Let me just show you my foundation. It's like you've been airbrushed." And so I thought she was just gonna do my foundation. She ended up taking off like half my makeup, did my whole face again and stuff, and it looked so good. It looked so fresh, it looked so young. I didn't feel like it was heavy. It was very light in coverage, but you could, it had buildable coverage, and I liked it. So about $300 later, I left with the whole line. What's great about it, it has an SPF in it. This is hard. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It has an SPF in it. I use Radiant. Sometimes I'll use the luminous color too, if I'm paler in the winter. But I use Radiant. It has no parabens, no sulfates, no fragrance. It's gluten-free. It's vegan and cruelty-free. I can't speak this morning. And it just has all of this, like, the reason they call it Perfect 10, because I think it does 10 different things, like boosts collagen, it has long wear, it's hydrating, it's coverage, it has treatment in it, it firms, it corrects, it smooths, it does everything. So it's a really good product. I've enjoyed it. I've been using it for a long time now. There is some practice with it. I'm gonna show you how to put it on, and I'm gonna put it on half of my face to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just got done washing my face. I used my Clarisonic brush to get all the dead skin cells off, all the dead skin that would probably cake up my makeup, so I have a nice smooth face. I put all my moisturizers on. I'm gonna show you that in another video someday of what moisturizers and skincare that I do. I'm about to put on my foundation. I'm going to put it on half of my face to show you kind of the difference, because everybody says, like, your foundation looks fantastic. It looks like your face has been airbrushed. And that's the thing, is like, it really looks like you've been airbrushed, like professionally had your makeup done. So I love this stuff. I love to use these little sponges. I've got other ones that are kind of dirty, but I wash them every time after I use them. They still kind of stain. But you can get these at Ulta, Sephora, Walmart, Target. But these are great little tools to help blend your makeup. I actually wet mine down a little bit, and it helps the makeup move better on my face. It just gets a nice, flawless finish. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. So I do, and there's probably other ways of doing this. My way isn't the right way, it's just the way I do it. So if you come up with another way, please share. But I put a little line across my hand, about like that, if you can see. And I'll take my wet beauty blender and then just dab it in there. See that? So then that way it's covering my beauty blender. It's not like one big blob on my face. And then I just dab, and I'm gonna show you, I have all these little sun damaged spots. I have freckles. I wanna do it on this side to show you how good it covers, and then I won't cover this side to show you the difference. But you can see I've got a lot of sun damage. I think it's because I drive, when I'm driving this side of my face, because I always usually wear hats. I don't go out in the sun. I don't lay in tanning beds anymore, but the damage is done. What I did in my youth, when I was in my 20s and my teens laying in those tanning beds, it just wrecked my skin. So the damage is done, so now I have to get facials and things to clean that up. And then this actually helps really cover it up. So I'm gonna dab along my face. You can see just dabbing. I'm gonna turn it to the big side. I'm gonna kind of look in the mirror here, but you guys can see. So I just pat and pat and pat and pat and pat. Little pats all over my face. You can already see how that's covering that up. And then I just keep taking just a little bit of that line. So it doesn't use very much. You don't need a whole bunch. I'm gonna kind of try to create a line here to show you. Pat, pat, pat. And then I can use a smaller part, and I actually put this all over my eye area. And then I still do concealer, but I just feel like this gives me a really nice, flawless finish on my eye. It doesn't feel oily, it doesn't make my eyeshadow run off or anything like that, my eye makeup run off. Have a little more. I'm getting my hair done today so I can cover up those gray hairs. Those are a nice surprise that I got after my 42nd birthday. I started getting gray hair. Not too shabby, 42, and I've finally got started getting gray hair. And I kind of push up into my hairline because I don't want to see a line. Just up. And then, ladies, don't forget your neck area. Right now, necks are very important. Blend down the neck. You don't want to stop here and see a line, okay? So you want to blend down the neck. And this is really light, so it's not going to feel like, and it's kind of waterproof. Like, you will put this on and you can sweat, you can get caught out in the rain, you can, like, I can hug people and it's not gonna come off on their collar and you know, be showing all my makeup on their clothes. Okay, I think I got it on half so you can see the difference, and then I'll finish and show you the whole look after, but I just wanted to show you difference. And if you still have some flaws, like, you can still barely see that, so once in a while I'll just kind of take a little bit more, and you can put it on as heavy as you want and as light as you want. And that's where, like, right there, I always feel like I need a little more coverage, and I like that. I like that I can do spot coverage and I don't have to wear it heavy all over my face. Okay, so now you can see from one side of my face to the other. A big difference in my opinion, and it's really velvety soft. Like, it doesn't feel heavy or cakey, because I'm not a big foundation person. I like that this is kind of like a BB cream, and so it's just really light and silky. So I'm gonna show you, I don't really use powder. After this I would put my bronzer on, my blush and everything. I might put a setting powder on it. I'm using the Senegence loose dusting powder, and I really like it. This one's in natural. I really like this. You just tap it and then it like unscrews like that, and then you can dust on, and it'll help set your foundation, and it's just a little bit, so I like that to kind of help set it, and to take, if you don't really want that real shine left on your skin, it'll help absorb any of that shine, but I'll use that just to set. But other than that, that's what I use on my face, because a lot of you have been asking what foundation I use, and so that is what I use. I hope that helps. You can find it at Ulta. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.